Hey, it's been a while since I've done 10 essays. So if there's any weird voice changes, that's why. I don't remember exactly what I had. Anyway. Come back again! One of the students in class 1A waves at me as I leave their attraction. A big goofy smile on his face. I have to admit, there are quite a few interesting displays set up this year. Class 1A set up a dramatized retelling of the legend of the old gods, Izanagi and Izanami. The story itself is a pretty well-known myth, but the acting and the lighting effects were very good. I was drawn to it the whole time. It certainly beats the weird version of Romeo and Juliet that I watched yesterday, that's for sure. Still, I look down at my phone. A part of me is pleading for the day to end already. Even though I've been trying to distract myself, I've had something gnawing on me since the weekend. Shuichi and I barely spoke at all since then. He hasn't had any free time since Monday, which means I've been worrying about him without having any chance to check up on him. Is this supposed to be day 20? I thought this was day 19. Whatever. And, well, I also kind of miss him. I keep thinking about him whenever I'm alone and idle. It's kind of annoying, to be honest. And now I keep worrying about him all the time, thinking about how his day went and wondering if he's doing well despite us barely talking. Is this what falling for someone is like? It's never happened to me before, so I don't know. Besides, I'm just being silly. It's not like we don't talk at all. We still message each other every day in the morning and right before bed, just like we used to before. Good morning. I hope your day today is great. I'm gonna be a bit busy, so probably won't be able to hang out with you. Please have fun without me. That was the text he sent me yesterday. Yep, not much has changed, except for maybe... Good night, you. Have sweet dreams. I love you. My cheeks feel a bit hot just reading this stuff again. Shuichi, you dork. Why do you have to be so sweet and dreamy all the time? It scares me just how quickly I'm getting attached to him in a whole different way than I was before. The more time I have to adjust to these new feelings, the more strongly they come up. If anything, now that I know they're there and what they are, it feels like they're resonating even stronger inside of me. God, I sound so stupid and mushy even to myself. I really need a distraction right now. A figure at the corner of my eye catches my attention. I turn around to look and... Haruki-kun? I see the wolf's ears twitch when I call out his name, and he turns around to face me. Why did I even call him? His name just came out of my lips before I noticed it. Oh, it's you. What's with that look on your face? You look lost or something? What? Is there something on my face? He hasn't noticed it? Or maybe I'm just mistaken. I think this is the first time he ever managed to greet me without insulting me. Nah, it's nothing. Sorry, I'm a bit out of it. The change is so slight that I barely even notice it, but Haruki's body immediately shifts when I say so. His shoulders quiver and slump a little bit. His eyebrows lie just a bit flatter, and his tail lowers itself, almost going under his legs. Is everything okay? Is he concerned for me? Yeah, I'm fine. I just have a lot on my mind. How are you doing? The wolf shrugs, looking out the windows of the hallway and staring out at the masses in the courtyard down below. I'm alright, I guess. The entire volleyball team was pretty down after the match this weekend, and with the third years all retiring, the mood has gotten a bit weird. It doesn't help we can't use our courts either. Yeah. His eyes focus on me again. Once he sees the expression on my face, he mutters a curse word to himself. Sorry, I shouldn't have brought that up. Is everything okay with the dog? Beats me. Beats you? Aren't you his... Before he can finish his sentence, I wrap my hands around his muzzle, forcing him shut. I can hear a stifled yelp, and the wolf jumps away from me. Ow! What's the big idea? Are you okay? No, I'm not okay. You just closed my teeth on my tongue. Sorry, it's just... We're in public. The wolf freezes. After a few seconds frozen still, he turns around mechanically to see quite a few people stopped on the hallway with their eyes stuck on him. Sorry. He mutters a quick apology to the crowd that stares at us and then turns away from them again. Aren't you well behaved today? Shut up, dork. Oh, ouch. Careful, you might end up cutting someone with all this sharp wit. To get back to what I was asking, is everything alright with the dog? I haven't seen him since Sunday. He usually doesn't leave me alone for this long. I didn't know you guys used to hang out. We didn't. I mean, he's always hounding me to go to practice and to be nicer to our teammates and blah, blah, blah. Also, you're trying to dodge my question. Oh, you noticed, huh? I might not be the brightest guy out there, but I'm not stupid either. To be honest, I'm not too sure. Shuichi and I hung out with the others for a bit on Monday, but it was just a little while. We haven't really talked at all outside of that. Oh, you think he's trying to avoid you because he doesn't want to worry you? I do now. Oh, sorry. He lifts a hand in the air as he apologizes, although his face remains completely neutral and unfazed. I think I liked it better when you were insulting me instead of trying to be helpful. Huh? What do you mean? Never mind. Yep, totally unaware. What about you? Are you okay considering the loss on Sunday? Haruki shrugs, looking none the worse for wear, all things considering. Considered. It doesn't hurt me as bad since I've barely even become part of this team. Besides, this isn't my last year and I never really played with the seniors, so them leaving doesn't affect me much. I guess that's true. But it's still a bit frustrating to have lost after I finally got to play. He clenches his fist. Haruki's lips press together so tightly that they become a single thin line. I see. I'm glad. You're glad I'm feeling frustrated? You're kind of an ass, aren't you? I don't mean it like that. It's just that I'm glad even you can feel frustrated about losing. The wolf puts a hand on the windowsill, looking out at the courtyard once again. I guess. Hey, I have nothing better to do right now. Do you want to come with me someplace quieter so we can just talk? I kind of want some company. Sure. You don't have to look at me like that. I'm not plotting anything. The white wolf takes a look around the empty room, whistling once he looks over all massive instruments inside. Whatever. Yeah. I'm surprised they didn't empty out this room for the festival. There's a lot of old, expensive stuff here. They didn't want to risk moving them. Or at least that's what June said. June? Is he that squirrely little tiger that was with you guys on Saturday? I think that was his name anyway. Yeah, that's him. Although I'm pretty sure he wouldn't like being called squirrely. Well, was there anything you wanted? Not really. I just thought we could talk for a bit. Really? We barely know each other and all of a sudden you want to talk? What, did you run out of friends so you decided to go for the next best thing to keep you company? You talk too much. Isn't that exactly why you wanted me to come here? Fair. He cocks his head to the side, looking me up and down once again. Is everything alright? You're acting strange. So are you. Since when are you so Nice. I've been trying to stay distracted, but I'm a little worried about Shuichi. You said you hung out with him on Monday, didn't you? Did it look like something was wrong? No. He didn't look upset or worried or anything? No, he seemed totally fine and energetic. So what's the problem? Can't you see? He looked totally fine. That's the problem. Don't look at me like that. I'm not crazy. You're certainly not helping your case any. It's just... I can't shake this feeling that he's hiding something. I mean, gods, he's always been the type to stay silent when he's hurting because he doesn't want to bother others. That sounds like a royal pain in the ass. Must be all too familiar to you by now, too. Was that a gay joke? Yes, I'm particularly proud of that one. Why did I want to talk to you again? Beats me. I was asking myself the same thing. I just want to get my mind off of it. I want to be able to enjoy myself instead of just worrying about how he's feeling. You shouldn't worry so much. I'm sure he's fine. He probably didn't say anything because there's nothing to say. But you can't know that. Well, if there was, he probably would have told you about it by now. But I already told you, he's the type to keep these things in. You know what? You're right. He's probably destroyed right now. Actually, if you strain your ears a little bit, you can hear the sound of him sobbing uncontrollably over his broken heart. Why are you making it worse? You refuse to let me make it better. Point taken. Haruki pulls a chair and takes a seat, sighing as he looks up at me. Listen, I don't know why you thought I would be good company when you're like this. I'm not good at dealing with emotional people. I can insult you a few times if you want. That I'm good at. It's fine. I think I just need to have a normal conversation without worrying that others are worried about me. Then I guess you've come to the right person. I don't give two shits about you. I know what I just said was basically asking for it, but you still could have said that in a nicer way. He shrugs. Could've. Should've. Didn't. You're such an ass sometimes. Well, you would know about asses, wouldn't you? Was that another gay joke? Yeah, I've got a bunch written down, wanna see? No, I don't want to see you, weirdo. Oh, finally, there's a smile. So that's your strategy. Antagonize me until I laugh? Nah, antagonizing you is just supposed to be fun for me. You laughing is an unfortunate side effect. Sure. By the way, did your little brother come over to see the festival? Taro? Not really. He's really busy studying. He's not exactly doing well at school. Why the sudden shift to my brother, though? I just remembered you two seemed to be really close when I met him, so I was curious. Nah, he's an antagonistic little shit. He'll be the death of me one of these days. Your brother's much cuter. You just say that because he's polite to strangers. He's a nightmare for me to deal with also. Is that so? Huh. I would have never thought of it. You know, I was pretty surprised to see your softer side. It was nice. Haruki crosses his arms, leaning back on his chair and shooting me an unfriendly glare, with furrowed eyebrows and bared fangs. Soft? I'm not soft. That's for mushy people. Mushy people? Yeah, the kind that are all, whoa, my feelings and whatnot. Blah. Makes me sick just thinking about it. You have issues, dude. Don't we all? Now, that's a little too negative for my liking. The wolf shrugs. He seems to like shrugging quite a lot. I've already lost count how many times he did it today. What about your brother? Did he come to check out the festival? Nah, He's not very interested in school festivals, and he'd rather spend his time studying and practicing. Practicing? Does he also play tennis like you? Yeah, and he's pretty good too. What's his rank? Do they even have ranks for children leagues? Right now, he's ranked 45th in the country in the U14 league. Oh, that's not very high. He still has a way to go, but he's very spirited. It must be pretty hard for him to compete like that. What do you mean? A brother that is famous in all of Japan for playing the same sport, considered one of the most talented players to ever come out of the country. And he's barely in the top 50. He probably gets compared to you a lot. Oh, I never thought of that. Haruki raises an eyebrow, putting a hand on his waist and looking at me funny. With all due offense, you're an idiot. All due offense? Yes. I meant that I knew what I was saying could be read as being offensive, and that's what I wanted to do. You're a jerk. Thank you. Seriously, why did I ever decide to talk to you? I don't know. I hope it wasn't because you wanted to come on to me. Yeah, no. You're quite a catch, I'm sure, but I already have a boyfriend. Aw, are you sure? I was looking forward to rejecting you. It would have been fun. I can't tell whether you're joking or not, and that worries me a little bit. Jeez, relax. I'm mostly joking. Mostly? This dude really scares me sometimes. Speaking of homo, how goes it with you and the big gay dog? You two looked awfully chummy on Saturday. Speaking of homo, big gay dog? Where the hell are you getting these phrases? Hey, it's really dull around here. I have to amuse myself in any way I can. I feel like the nicer he becomes to me, the less offensive his insults become, and they turn more and more ridiculous instead. Well, regardless, it's hardly any of your business how things are going between the two of us. It's bad enough you know we're dating. Oh, come on. I'm part of the reason you two even hooked up in the first place. At least satisfy my curiosity. Why are you even curious about that of all things? Haruki shrugs. I have very few friends. Not much to talk about. Come on, spill. There's not much to tell. We just kissed a few times, and maybe hugged for a bit. That's it? Wow, you guys are boring. I thought you two would have fucked by now. I object to this entire conversation. Oh, please, you already have a reputation as a playboy here. I know you've dated a ton before. You expect me to believe you're some kind of bashful virgin? Give me a break. That is hardly any of my business. Yeah, got it. No need to parrot it back to me. I'm just saying, if I'd been dating someone for a week, I'd have already sealed the deal. You're so crude. Besides, it's not like I'm bashful about sex or whatnot. It's just that... He cocks his head to the side, a big grin on his face. Seriously, why are we even talking about this? Because watching you squirm is fun. Come on, you've already said this much. Might as well say the whole thing. No, I refuse. Absolutely not. Nuh-uh, no way. Just realized I forgot to move this guy out of the way. Whee! Just slide him over. Whee! Could have done that faster. Yeah. What a bore. Better a bore than a bore. I don't know how to pronounce that differently. Oh, ouch, my poor feelings. How will I ever recover from those painful words? Just shut up already. Sure thing, boss. Don't call me that. I think I just felt a chill run up my spine. Alright, whatever you say, fag. Why do I bother? Beats me. If it makes you feel any better, very few people have gotten this far before. Oh, yeah? And what did they get to show for putting up with you so often? They have me to insult them on a daily basis. Wow, some treasure. They seem to enjoy it at least. Part of me is afraid of discovering who these people are, but then again, I do tease and mess with my friends all the time. Guess I'm not one to talk. So, what are you gonna do now? Surely you don't plan on staying locked up in a room alone with me. And, to be honest, even I wouldn't want to. Gee, thanks. Your presence is lovely too. I don't know. I want to hang out with Shuichi, but he's probably really busy today. He didn't say anything about us meeting in his messages to me this morning, so I'm assuming that's the case unless told otherwise. Why can't you just be upfront and say, hey, I want us to spend time together? I don't want to be clingy. He might get tired of me if I did that. I don't know if I want to risk it. Oh dear God, why does everything have to be so difficult with you? Are you this indecisive with everything? Pretty much. If I were in the dog's shoes, I'd get tired of this indecisiveness instead. Just go talk to him for fuck's sake. But what if he's really busy and still decides to take time off to be with me? Then I'd just be burdening him. He's your boyfriend. That's what he's there for. Just don't abuse it and you'll be fine. But for crying out loud, just go already before I smack the ever-loving shit out of you. Ugh, got it. Great. Go hunt your boyfriend around campus. It's his job to keep you entertained, not mine. Besides, I already have plans and I can't spend too much time here. You have plans? Didn't I just tell you I have friends too? You don't have to sound so surprised. I'm not surprised. Pfft, sure you're not. Anyway, I'm gonna leave now. Good luck with your relationship problems, loser. Might as well. I've been standing in front of this door for the past 2 minutes without having the courage to knock. I can't hear any voices on the inside, so I assume that if Shuichi's here, at least he's alone. Or maybe the room just has better sound insulation than I thought. Why am I getting so nervous over small things? Just knock on the damn door and be done with it. Alright, here I go. I timidly knock on the door. For some reason, my heart is racing a little bit. God, I really hope I don't end up becoming a bother. That's the last thing I want right now. I can't hear any sounds on the other side for a few seconds. Maybe the room is empty after all. Just when I'm about to give up, I hear the sound of the door unlocking from the inside. Who? Shuichi opens the door, his eyes going wide when he sees me. You? What are you doing here? Oh, hi. To be honest, I'm not quite sure myself. Is everything okay? Yeah, everything's pretty okay. I guess I don't know, I missed you? I see. I'm flattered to hear that. Sorry to bother you. I know you're busy, but I was kinda hoping we could get some time to hang out together. Well. Ah, Yuichi-san. I thought it was your voice I heard. Hitoko-chan. Hi, what brings you here? I could ask you the same question. You're not in the student council, are you? Well, I'll explain it. If I leave it up to you, you're probably going to tell a really inaccurate version that paints you as some kind of savior or something of the sorts. Hitoka pouts, crossing her arms and huffing. A few of our senior members left the council to focus on studying for their entrance exams, so we were short-staffed. We were taking volunteer help during the festival. Yeah, so I volunteered to help him. Aren't I thoughtful? You just wanted an excuse to spend time chatting. You've barely done any work yet. Why didn't you tell me? I would have offered to help. We're not constrained enough that I directly ask a friend of mine for help. Part of the reason I can work so hard on this is because I want you guys to have fun. Besides, while we are certainly a bit short-staffed, things aren't that bad. He says a little, but in reality, he's the only senior left in the council. Over a third of the members left in the past 2 weeks alone because they couldn't handle studying and the workload of the festival. Hitoka, don't tell him that. You dumbass. What can I do to help? No. I don't want to burden you with this kind of thing. And I don't want to watch you working yourself to death. And don't even argue with me on that, because we both know you'd be capable of that. Besides, this might be the only way to get you to spend time... the only way I get to spend time with you during the festival. It's... What does he say? It's not that bad. I was trying to rush through things so I'd get the last day free, so... Hitoka wraps her arms around Shuichi's arm, smiling. So we can spend the last day together, right? Sorry, Yuichi-kun, but this is my only chance to spend a festival with Shuichi before he graduates. You understand, right? What? Don't just decide that kind of thing on your own. I was already thinking of making plans. What? But we haven't hung out together at all in months, even though you promised me during Dad's birthday party. Now you're gonna ditch me during the festival, too? Shuichi looks between the two of us nervously. It's fine. Hitoka's right. This is her only chance to spend a festival with her brother as students of the same high school. You and I already had the past 2 years together. This is fine. But... Alright! We should get back to work. We need to get all this crap done so we can actually get bleh, bleh. I can read. I'm fine. We need to get all this crap done so we can actually have tomorrow free. Bless her heart. She's totally clueless about us. Man, I can't even imagine how she'd take the news if she found out. Why did you say that? I was planning to spend the last day of the festival with you. It's fine. Hitoka's your sister. She shouldn't have to be fighting with me for your attention. Yeah, she is, but you're also my boyfriend. Shuichi whispers the last part of his sentence so his sister can't hear us inside. It's not like it's the end of the world. She doesn't know, so she has no idea what she's imposing. Yeah. Is there no way you could get off for today so we could spend at least some time together? I don't think so. We need to have at least one official student council member in here to mediate any disputes between students. We're also working on a bunch of forms right now. What type of forms? Complaints, suggestions, that kind of stuff. We get swarmed with them at the end of every day, and it usually takes me a full day to get through them on my own. Hitoka showed up saying she was gonna help so I could get out and enjoy myself too, but in the time it took me to go through 12, she has done 2. Ouch, that's pretty slow. Or maybe you're just too fast? Nah, she's just slow. I can hear you! Her voice echoes from inside the room. But apparently a very good listener. Yep. If I help, is there any chance you'd get it done earlier? That depends. On my own, it would still take me about 6 hours to finish, but which would mean I'd finish at 7 p.m. when the festival ends for the day. With Hitoka helping, maybe I could shave off an hour off of that. It would honestly depend on how fast you're about to go through these forms. All right. My goal is to shave off at least 3 hours off of that time frame then. What? That would mean you would have to be going at the exact same pace as I am. Hey, I can be pretty efficient if I set my mind to it. So long as you promise to spend time with me if I manage to do it. Yeah, of course. If I can spend time with you, then I'll do it. Great, let's get to it. As soon as I walk into the room, I see multiple piles of paper stacked loosely on top of the table. Whoa, you weren't kidding when you said there were a lot of these. Yeah, it wouldn't be much of a problem if we had a few people working on it as intended, but as things are, it's kind of troublesome. What about the volunteers? Couldn't they do the work? They have no idea how the council works. The only reason Hitoka can do these forms is because I'm here to tell her what to do whenever she has questions. Hey, I've barely asked any questions. Yes, and frankly that scares me a little bit, because I'm afraid of all the errors I'm probably going to find once I go over the forms you worked on. Hey! Alright, what do you need me to do? The forms are pretty simple. The students fill in their information, the nature of their complaint or dispute, and we have to write down what measure is taken about it. Then the forms are returned to the students. Before we can return them, though, we need to make copies of them and then sign and stamp these copies for our own records. That's what most of the work here is going to be. Oh, and just so we're clear, we've already taken measures about all of these. We just need to write things down in the forms and then file in the appropriate places. It sounds to me like your issue lies with bureaucracy weighing you down instead of the workload being super hot, huge. You're not entirely wrong. It didn't take me more than 40 minutes to go through all these and decide what measures needed to be taken. That's what the other members of the council are doing right now. They're putting those measures into play. And that's supposed to take over 6 hours? How slow are you guys? The council isn't very big in the first place, so we have around 4 members going around campus and mediating over 100 disputes. Not to mention, a lot of students refuse to accept our ruling, so it takes a while to work with those. Ugh. I'm glad I never joined the student council. It's a good extracurricular for your student record, though. It can help you get into a good college. Totally useless for me. Yeah, I suppose. Here, since you said you'll do half of my stuff. Shuichi walks up to the largest pile of paper that was set right in front of one of the empty seats and takes roughly half of them, setting them in front of his seat. Here, you can sit next to me. That way I can supervise you while you work. Gotcha. I pull up a chair and take my seat as he instructed, picking up and reading the forms in front of me. Hitoka is sitting directly across from us on the table and seems to be pretty absorbed in the stuff she's reading. Here, Nichan. What was the resolution for this form? It says here the sewing club filed against the pottery club for ruining a few of their textiles with clay. Yeah, I remember that one. The pottery club will have their annual budget slashed in an amount equal to the cost of the materials to make said textiles, as well as having to move their machines away from the sewing club's booth. This is the kind of stuff you get? Couldn't the students settle these issues themselves? A lot of people don't like confrontation, so they prefer to escalate issues to us without saying a word about it. That's a pain. Agreed. Oh, by the way, the forms I'm handing you are the empty ones. I'm gonna have you make the copies for the council. If I have to keep interrupting myself to fill both of you into what to write down, I'll never get work done. That's fine. I pick up a pen and start going over the forms. They're pretty thorough. Students need to fill out their full name, age, class, student ID number of their club or class president, if applicable, data on the person or club they are complaining about. That's a lot of stuff. No wonder these things take for fucking ever. Oh, here's another one, Ichan. The cooking club has their kitchen right next to the chemistry club's lab, and they said the smell of chemicals is so strong people are leaving their masterclass in the middle of it. Oh, yeah, that one was tough. We had the chemistry club close all windows that are directly next to the cooking club's own windows, so that the smell would leave only from the far side. Here's hoping none of those trapped fumes are the toxic kind. I try to tune myself out of their semi-constant back and forth, trying to focus instead on copying these as fast as I can. After a few minutes of this, I start to feel something on my leg. At first, it barely even registered, but then I realized that Shuichi's hand is resting on top of my right leg and that he's stroking it idly. When I look to the side, he has one hand under the table and another writing things down on his forms. In fact, he's not even acknowledging what he's doing or that I'm looking at him. And he's stroking me so slowly, too. It's almost like he doesn't even realize he's doing it because he's so focused. Although, while the feeling is very nice, it's kinda distracting for me. Shuichi? Yeah? Do you need help with something? Even when I call out to him, the hand remains there. He either really doesn't notice what he's doing, or he's very brazen about it. This form here, I'm having trouble reading your handwriting. What's this word supposed to be? Oh, sorry. I wrote these on a hurry. Let me see. It says equitable. Got it. Thanks. I can't bring myself to call his attention to it. Even though it's distracting, I like it. I've always liked it when he would pet me or hug me. I just tried not to show it. I hope Itoka-chan doesn't notice it. Oh man, I can't believe this. We actually managed to finish them in 2 hours. See? I told you I could be helpful. Sure. Once you stopped goofing around and actually went at it at a reasonable pace. Well, with this I should be free for the rest of the day. And, if luck would permit it, tomorrow. It's so good to be done with work. Yeah, it's really great. What's the matter? You don't seem very excited. Oh, don't worry, I definitely am excited. Uh-huh. I still can't decide if he's just very good at playing clueless or if he really didn't notice it. Over the past 2 hours, he kept intermittently touching and stroking my leg. A few times he even went up to my thigh. Other times he got dangerously close to my crotch. It's a wonder I was able to work at all like this. But I do have a side effect at the moment that I need to worry about. Since we're free, how about we go out and do something together? Sorry, Hitoka. I'm definitely gonna go out with you tomorrow, but at least let me spend the rest of the day with Yuichi. Ooh, you guys already hang out together all the time. Yeah, but this will be our last festival together before he moves out of the country entirely. Come on, don't be so unreasonable. Hitoka sighs, crossing her arms and leaning back on her chair. Fine. If it means that much to you. But you're not escaping me tomorrow, do you hear me? Loud and clear. Okay. I'll see you boys tomorrow. I'm gonna see if my friend's display still has any openings. Gotcha. Have fun. Bye-bye. Bye, Yuichi-kun. She blows me a kiss as she walks to the door, not even giving me a chance to respond. She's as energetic as usual, I see. Yeah, And just as pushy, too. Hey, how about we go look for something to do? I didn't expect to have alone time together this week, but I'm definitely not going to waste it. I think I need a minute first. Did something happen? You didn't notice what you were doing? I have a hard time believing it. What was I doing? Touching me under the table. Oh, that? I thought I was just giving you some encouragement. I knew it. You knew exactly what you were doing. Well, no, not at first. I think I just started doing it out of habit, and because I just wanted to do it so much, I ended up doing it without noticing. But eventually I realized it and also noticed you didn't do anything about it, so I tried to get a bit bolder. Does this mean I got a reaction out of you? You certainly got something reacting. Oh, wow. I didn't think that would happen. I swear I wasn't trying to. I was trying something a bit more risque, but still innocent. There's nothing innocent about what you were doing, perverted dog. Who's the real pervert? Me? Or the guy who got the boner? Don't throw this at me. It's alright. Shuichi squeezes my thigh encouragingly and... Ah! I jump back onto my feet. The sudden shock I felt running up my spine made me move without even thinking. Oh, wow. That really is pretty noticeable. We should probably wait for it to calm down a bit before we even think of going outside. Ah! I grab a few sheets of paper and hold them in front of my crotch to hide it from his eyes. Careful. You might poke a hole into those things with that thing. Stop teasing me about it. Oh, come on. Is it really that embarrassing? I'm your boyfriend. Besides, you've already even touched mine. It was over my shorts, but still. I can't not feel awkward about it. I'm not used to showing myself off in front of you of all people. I get being a little embarrassed. I mean, I have to admit I do feel a bit flustered right now with this whole situation, but you don't have to freak out over it. You weren't exactly calm when you told me about yours either. In fact, you were red as a tomato. A bit. But after I did, I realized it wasn't that big of a deal, and it doesn't bother me much anymore. If anything, you being so coy and panicky over it is the thing getting me to freak out right now. Oh, it's not like I'm asking you to show it to me or anything. Just don't freak out so much about it. I sit back down next to Shuichi, looking down at the table and feeling my face burning. Are you okay? I didn't mean to make you feel so self-conscious. I'm sorry. I'm fine. It's just feeling a bit embarrassed. I feel something soft against my cheek, realizing a second late that I'd been kissed. Thanks for the help today. Now I get to actually have time to spend with you. I hope I wasn't a bother. Not at all. You could never be a bother. I love you, you. Shuichi grabs my hand, squeezing it tightly and nuzzling my cheek with his nose. Hey, can I get a kiss? Here? We're alone, aren't we? Why not? No one can see inside either. Okay. Shuichi slowly leans into me. I close my eyes in anticipation of it. I feel his lips touching against mine, very gently and slowly at first. Once they come fully into contact with each other, Shuichi wraps an arm around my waist and pulls me in as close as he can, given our positions on the two chairs. Our lips smack against each other. Shuichi teases my lower lip with the tip of his teeth, but still never does more than that. The kiss doesn't last long, and he soon pulls away from me, smiling from ear to ear. Oh man, I suddenly feel the energy to go the rest of the day without complaints. Yeah, it was pretty nice. I didn't realize how much I wanted to kiss him until I just did. Shuichi, Arata-san, I'm done for the day. Do you need... Weasel walked into the room, looking at the table and seeing both Shuichi and I. As soon as the door opened, the two of us jumped apart, looking nervously at the door. Oh, did you actually get a volunteer to help you? Yeah, we actually finished all the paperwork a few minutes ago. You don't have to stick around. Whoa, seriously? That was fast. I thought you said it would take you until the end of the day to do them. Yeah, but we had 2 volunteers to help, and one of them was a really fast worker, so I actually got things done in record time. Pretty neat, huh? I'm gonna text the other members telling them work is done for the day once they finish their assignments. Everyone was talking about coming over if they got done early to help you. That's sweet of you guys. Thankfully, everything is already done. Go on, you guys worked really hard to put the festival together. Just enjoy whatever you can of it. Alright, see you next week, Prez. See ya. Pretty safe to say the mood just... tanked, yeah. Well, did you manage to calm down at least? If so, we can go do something together. Yeah, the shock took care of it pretty quickly. Do you have any plans for where we can go? Well, I know what most of the displays and whatnot in this school are. I've been in charge of their paperwork after all. Great. Anything fun or interesting? There are a few I wanted to visit. I didn't think I'd have time to, but it could work out. Sure, lead the way. Are you sure? Don't you have any places you'd like to go? I've been roaming the festival on my own since day 1. I've already visited a lot of places. I'd like to just let you take the lead and have fun if that's alright. Certainly more than alright. I don't mind taking the lead. Great. Where are we gonna go? Well, the cooking club has a masterclass going on. It could be fun. Masterclass? Oh no. Yeah. It's supposed to be taken in pairs, but they teach you a lot of neat stuff. I thought it would be fun for us to do together. I see. My life is forfeit, isn't it? And I think we could do the cooking masterclass next time. Yeah. Whee! I'm happy to be back into this. I took a little break for doing Aim to Capture Ned Astra, but the dialogue in this is very fun. And now I'm in a spot in Aim to Capture where I'm like, ah, shit, I need to go back to actually figure out what I'm doing. So, woohoo, back to tennis ace. As always, thanks for watching. I hope you liked it, and I hope to see you next time. Bye.